Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back again to Nursing and Therapy. And my name is Adobe Okoye, as you know, and I'm a nurse. And I have here with me my primary school bestie. I'm not going to. Okay, so she's Vera, and I've been able to drag her out. I'm very happy to have you here. Actually, introduce yourself.
You already did. I'm Vera, but actually I prefer Amaka. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Igbo names.
Oh, okay. Igbo people gang. No wahala.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah,
So today we are doing something different from what we normally do, and we're talking about traveling and travelers. So she's someone that I know that she travels a lot. I've dragged her out to tell us where she's been to, and the things she has seen, her experience traveling. Amaka. All right.
yeah,
So over to you now. So just to make this video very short, so we'll go straight to the point. Do you want
yeah.
to tell us where you've been to and yeah, places you've been to first?
All right. So like you said, I love traveling, but on the other hand, I haven't been to a lot of places. I've been to 4 places, 4 different countries, excluding Nigeria because that's where we grew up. I haven't really traveled. I've still got plans for that in the books.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been the first country I went to was Turkey. Then I went to Greece, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Greece? Then after
Yeah.
Greece was the last place I've just been to now, Qatar. Doha actually. And then I've been to Scotland, but Scotland is just 2 hours away from me and you don't need a visa. So I don't really know if that's worth mentioning. But yeah, I've been to Scotland as well. Yeah.
Mm. Did you get a visa before traveling to those places?
Yeah. So with Turkey, I actually wanted to travel to Greece first. So that was the first country I ever went to when I just came into England. I think I was just about a year into England when I decided to go out of England to vacation. And I decided I wanted to go to Greece. I'd already gotten some letters and stuff, but I underestimated how long it was going to take me to get a visa appointment for a Schengen visa. So
Mhm.
when I saw that I was running out of time, I had to change course and look for a plan B, something that required an e visa at the time. So Turkey then was offering e visa to Nigerians, so it was very easy to get. I got it. I applied, and within 2 days, I already got the visa for Turkey. So I
Oh,
couldn't go to Greece as I originally planned. And I'd actually booked my flight ticket, and thankfully it was with BA, so I got refunded for that for Greece. So I just channeled everything into Turkey. So yeah, you do need a visa for these countries except Scotland, all the countries I've mentioned. So you need a
oh,
Schengen visa for Greece and an E visa for Turkey and Qatar.
oh,
I don't
e-visa
think
for
Turkey still
Qatar
offers
though.
E visas to Nigeria, so you would have to check that and be double sure before commencing with
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay. So for Qatar, it's e-visa and e-visa that is required.
Yeah, you get that immediately, like within, I got mine within an hour of applying. So it's very easy to do.
Mm.
Yeah, but we won't be going into the details of visa, acquiring
Oh
visa in
no, no, no,
this,
no.
because that's
Okay.
a very, very long process. Yeah.
Okay. So all right, let's just go. Let's just move as fast as we can.
Yeah.
Um, do you want to tell us the things you found interesting, or what actually interested you to go to those places, those countries? And when you got there, what are the things? Just very few things that you found interesting, and that could things that can make me, or that would make me say I want to go to Doha and I want to go to Turkey.
Okay. So, like I mentioned earlier, Turkey wasn't my first choice. It was actually Greece. So it was like a last minute thing. And I chose Turkey because first it was easy to get a visa and I just wanted to travel. I needed somewhere with sun that wasn't England and just somewhere I've heard some stories about. And Turkey was sounding like a good option then. because of the pictures I saw on the internet, and I was just desperate to get away. And it was my first travel, so they didn't really do much. We stayed in an all-inclusive hotel, so it helped, or it didn't help with exploring Turkey.
Oh,
We got
okay.
all the food we could get in the hotel. It was a wonderful experience. In fact, since then, I haven't seen any experience, hotel experience that has, excuse me, I haven't seen any hotel experience that has beat Turkey hotel
Like the
experience because of the
package,
all.
yeah.
Yes, it was so all inclusive. So food down to alcohol, snacks, everything. You're like from breakfast, there's like snack, what they call snack,
Mm-hmm.
which is a proper meal to us.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was rice, there was ice cream, there was chicken, there was fish as a snack. Then you can
Mm-hmm.
imagine what the main meals were. Like it was a feast. Then you had the wines. We could just do everything there. We went on a boat ride as well in the hotel. Like it was all part of the hotel plans and
Mm-hmm.
all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it was just a very wonderful experience for Turkey, but we didn't really get to explore Turkey as a country. So we lodged in Antalya and we only went out once out of the hotel because everything was in the hotel. Like restaurants everywhere, all free. So what was the point of leaving the hotel?
Yeah.
You've already paid for everything, food and drinks. We had to pay extra for the boat ride, yeah, but apart from that, every other thing was free. So yeah, that
Okay.
was a very good experience. Then for Greece, it's always been my dream to go to Santorini. So that was a very wonderful experience for me. We explored Greece. We went on the boat cruise. Like this was a different experience from the one we had in Turkey because then we were served food, drink. I even got to enter the ocean. Like I can't even swim, but yeah, just to give you an idea of how interesting and exhilarating everything was. It was really nice.
So I think sorry to also interrupt.
Yeah.
So well, I have this there's this thing I have there's this thing about Greece that I always think it's just water, you know. I just see it as this place that has this wide buildings and then you have water, you know, like beaches or stuff like that. And I always feel that there's nothing interesting about Greece. So correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, for Greece, for me, what interested me the most, apart from the water, was the landscape. So we did go
Okay.
because I was getting more confident traveling. So we're able to
Oh
book
yeah.
like a city tour and all because I went with my husband this time and we were more prepared to experience the city
And you
after
went to
wasting.
Santorini with your husband.
Exactly. So I just convinced myself after my first experience in Turkey that I wasn't going to spend all that money just to go and eat and sleep.
Yeah.
That I needed to see where I was going to. So
Yeah.
since then, I've tried to explore, and it's been really nice because this time around we joined like a tour. We had a tour guide, like a tour bus with other tourists as well. They came to the hotel, picked us up, so the tour guide just explains to you what's everything you're seeing, the landscape, the
Mm-hmm.
history, the reason why Greece is mostly white and blue buildings. Like it's
Yeah.
more like a
Yeah.
political thing. Yeah. Then you see the beautiful trees, like pink, lovely pink trees with their pink flowers, and it was just really nice. So it's not all buildings. They have like wine, like they're known
Okay.
for producing wine. So we went to like the vineyards and things.
Okay.
It was really
Okay.
interesting. I'm not a wine person, so I wasn't very fascinated, but there's just more to see. And it's not just Santorini, there are finer places than Santorini.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just need to do your research. Like the Rhode Islands ahead is really nice. So it's up to you what exactly you're looking for, your budget as well, because we didn't really want to spend all our life savings on the vacation. So the budget too has a lot to play. So it all depends on you. If you want to experience like more of the city and not the water, then you need to like be getting your hotel or in a place closer to the city or be willing to travel close to those places. But it's just like everywhere with beaches, the whole country is not surrounded with water. They still have towns, markets, things like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was really nice.
So do
But
you
for
remember
me, yeah.
do you remember what they said to you guys about the white buildings? Do you remember the story behind having the white goods?
I not really. I'm sure it's in my videos somewhere, but it has to do with politics. Like a
Okay.
politician came in and something like opposition wanted red or something like that, and because he won, he was like, you know what, all the trees, all the houses have to be white just to,
Yeah.
show loyalty and solidarity with my government, something like that. So it's been like that ever since.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway,
something. I'm not really
I think,
sure, but yeah.
well, yeah, but as much as I feel like it's just about the building, but it's still fine anyway. It's still
Yeah, it's
fine.
very.
It makes it colorful and very neat. Although
Mhm.
I heard something about the buildings or the interior being old, not well taken
No,
care of.
no, actually, well, like I said, it all depends on you and what you're willing to spend on your trip.
Mm, mm,
When
mm.
when when we went to Greece, the hotels were very expensive, like because it's a high tourist destination. Like everybody wants to go to Greece.
Yeah,
No matter the island they've chosen, it's always going to be very popular forever. Like it's always a holiday destination, so they're always going
yeah.
to be sold out all the time. It's always very expensive. So the first thing you have to know, you have to book months ahead. I'm talking like 6 months ahead.
Mm,
So if
okay.
you plan on going to these countries, you should know at least 6 months ahead if you're trying to save costs. Then another thing is when you're traveling as well. I found out that traveling around May is a bit cheaper just before the summer break and all. So you still get a
Yeah,
bit of the sun, not too much rain, but not the cost that is associated with traveling in the peak of summer. So all
yeah,
these
yeah.
things you have to put them into consideration if you're traveling. So when we traveled, I because I'd experienced Turkey, the room we had was beautiful, and the view, it was a sea view. I love sea view, like it was just wonderful. But I couldn't really afford that in Greece, so what we went for was a mini apartment. Like we had a living room, a bedroom, like kitchen section, like kitchenette, small kitchen.
Like
So it
all those.
was, and then we had an
Yeah.
outdoor hot tub, but I think
Mm,
that's quite common in most Greek hotels and apartments. I think because we got an apartment, something like an Airbnb, but it wasn't on Airbnb, it was on Booking.com. So
okay.
we got an apartment, and it was really nice. I had no complaints. It was very beautiful.
Okay, you had fun. That was the most important thing. Or that's the most
Yeah,
important thing.
yeah,
Okay. All right. So enough of Greece now. So let's talk about where else? Doha.
yeah. I would say
Okay.
Doha was my most interesting trip because,
Hmm. I know. I know.
yeah, it was my most interesting trip. But it was also my shortest. Why I booked just 5 days it still baffles me till now because I had 2 weeks of leave. So why I just booked 5 days to travel and stay out. I don't think it was the cost. I don't think it was the cost, but it still baffles me because it wasn't very expensive. I was sharing the bill with my friend, so it wasn't. I think we paid about almost £800 for the 5 nights, and that's about almost £400 each, which is not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too
Like
bad.
you would
Yeah.
pay almost that to spend a night or two in England here without all the perks that we got with the room and with the environment. Okay, so yeah, it was really interesting. The hotel we stayed in was top notch, and
Mm,
the staff were very helpful. It was Hilton Doha, and they were really, really good. They made suggestions to us. They recommended a tour guide when we wanted to go to desert safari, and he was amazing. It took us to, like, we just had the best time, and we did a lot of things. We visited the mall. Yeah, you hear people say things like it's allowed, you can wear what you want in Doha. That's not true. That's not true. I was
so you
harassed
guys were
on
in
my first day because I wore shorts. Yeah, so don't wear shorts, especially when you're going to the mall or to like public spaces. You can wear it in your hotel, but if you're leaving, please wear long trousers and anything below your knee. It's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
and don't expose your arms as well. Yeah, but apart
Oh,
from that, it
really?
was really good.
You shouldn't
Yeah.
expose your arms, really.
Yeah, well, you could, but you get stares like passive aggressive staring, like what's she wearing? That kind of stare. Yeah,
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
those
yeah.
scares, and it just removes from the experience when you're like being self-conscious and all. But thankfully it happened on the first day, so we had more than enough time to come to terms with it and
We're
make the
just
necessary adjustments
mm-hmm.
to enjoy ourselves. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And well, so we've had enough of Greece. I mean, for
Mhm.
now, and Doha. Tell us about Scotland.
Well, Scotland was one other very relaxing trip. Actually, since I went to Scotland the first time, I've gone back about two, three times just because it's really close to my house. It's very cheap. Well, for me,
Scotland.
it was, yeah, I think I paid about £50 per night as at then. But
Okay.
for some reason, I can't find that deal again. I'm just seeing about 100 and something pounds because it's always last minute. I'm like, I just tell Michael, like, I'm tired. I need to just go out. And then next thing is Scotland for the weekend or something. It's really nice. I like it. I like Edinburgh. The Indian restaurants we ate in was really
Mm-hmm.
good. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then we explored it. We explored a bit as well. It was nice. It was nice.
Okay.
Like it's a big city. Yeah, like Edinburgh and Glasgow. Yeah, it was really nice.
So take away the food when it comes to traveling, take away the food. And
Mm-hmm.
because you want to try different cuisines, like, cultural dishes and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
what else should someone look up to or look forward to doing when you go to these countries, these places?
Well, I think first of all, before you choose to go to a country, you already have an idea of what you want in your head. You already know what kind of experience you're looking to get. For example, I usually just want to go and rest in a place that has sun, even though I hate the sun because it makes me
Mm,
really tired and I can't go under the sun. But I just
mhm,
want to know that it's out there and I can admire it. So going
mhm.
out for me, exploring the city is I'm not really big on that. So now
Oh,
that you've taken
okay.
away the food, which is what I travel mostly for, I don't really know, but yeah, I try to, apart from Scotland because it's close, I try to go with someone when I'm going far, just so that it's a bit, we ginger each other to go out instead of just lying in bed all day, which I'm a homebody, and that's what I'm inclined to do most times. Yeah. So apart from the food, I would say the environment, the city. I like big shops. I like aesthetics very much. Like I want to see something interesting. So, what I really enjoyed the most in all my travels was the mall in Doha. It was like very fantastic, huge. It was like I was stepping into a movie or something. When the moment I entered Doha, we came in at night, and I was sold. Funnily enough, I didn't. Doha was not my first choice. We wanted to go to Dubai, but we were having issues. I think Nigerians have issues with visa application for
Mhm.
Dubai, and I
Yeah,
don't know the
yeah.
issue going on. But when I contacted the embassy, they were like, "Oh, it's a 50-50 chance," and I'm like, "I'm not taking that chance because if I book my flights, I'll probably not get a refund for that." So I was like, "Okay, what's the next best thing?" My sister recommended Doha, so I was okay. Let me give it a try. I did my research. I saw a lot of people going to Doha. It seemed interesting. It seemed like something I'd like. Asked some friends that had been to Dubai.
Mhm.
They were like, "Oh, it's nice, tall buildings. If that's your kind of thing, then you'd probably enjoy Doha." Then
Lovely.
the
Yeah.
jewelry, like gold, diamonds, and things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to go see for myself. And the moment I
Yeah.
landed in Doha, it was
I
breathtaking. It's
know.
really beautiful there. Yeah, it's really nice. So
Okay.
yeah, the experience for me, the building really, the architecture, structural, just difference. Of course, in England there's not much to see, just red brick houses, you know, old buildings. So yeah, it was different.
I think, yeah, just the way you said it is the way it is anyway. But I have to travel or do vacation or stuff like that. I just want to take away the food. To be honest, it's even now that food sounds interesting to me when it comes to travel. I'm someone that I can just do without the food. But because I know that people come from different places, they're different cultures. Okay, so I just want to
Yeah.
try out people's. you know, dish and see how it is. But then I try to take in everything that I see. So if I happen to travel to Scotland now, Scotland is in England, is in the UK, but yeah, it's different from England. We'll still get to see the same buildings, red bricks and stuff like that. But then I'll try to appreciate the little details, whatever. Even their accent is different from England, so I'll just try to grab it and see. Okay, so this is just take the very little bits of what I'm seeing, the difference in cultures. Anyway, that's for
Yeah.
me. So I think it depends on people and the reason they want to travel, why they like traveling. So
Yeah. Yeah. You
so
get to
tell us.
experience all of. I think it's a full package thing. It's not one or
Mm,
the other, because definitely there's no way you stay 5 days without eating, and there's no
yeah,
way you would see Nigerian food there. Like, for example, you wouldn't see Nigerian food in Doha or in Turkey, or yeah, you might see it in African restaurants in England or Scotland, but that's about it. So you'll be forced to. And besides, why spend all that money to go all the way there to eat Nigerian food or English
yeah.
that you've been eating? Do you understand? So when I actually went to Greece, we couldn't find any place. The hotel food was crap. Let me not lie. Like, the food was rubbish. I had to call my friend. Like, okay, thankfully my friend Henrietta, she chatted me up and she stays in Saudi Arabia, and I was like, oh yeah, you must know what kind of food I could get here. And
Mm,
thankfully she had just been to Qatar, so she was like, oh yeah, try Indian food. And I love Indian food, so I was like, okay, fine. Since that, I've tried the what's it called, the Qatari or Dohan food, and I'm not really feeling it. I might as well just go Indian. It's the closest thing to Nigerian food I can find. So sometimes you
yeah,
don't even have a choice, whether you're a foodie or not. You don't have a choice but to like look for what to eat, because you're going to have to eat. Yeah.
yeah,
So that was the choice we had to make then. We had to just go for something bearable, because the food was we our hotel just gave us breakfast, and there wasn't much in the breakfast option. It was not worse than English breakfast, but really close. Yeah, so
okay.
we had to do Indian. So the food aside, the buildings, their mall, the different kind of culture,
Mm,
like you just see a lot of women wearing the black hijabi, all covered up, and then you know that you're not home. Like this you're a foreigner. You feel it, but still, it's still a wonderful experience just to know that there are other people out there. It's just
yeah,
not you. Can't just be your own bubble. Other cultures, other religions are like going on there, and it's just nice to experience, really. And then you also get to see their architecture. Like, we went to the museum, and just the design of it was really nice. And
okay,
then you have the desert safari as well. So we get to experience all of these things, but it's not. I don't think, apart from when I went to Turkey, that I didn't do much, and that was because we just wanted to eat. Like, we just, by the time you're done with the first round of meals, time for the next one. We just didn't want to miss, because it was an all
yeah,
inclusive. So if you go out, you're missing lunch, and the sun, it was really hot. We're like, I'd rather stay back in the hotel and
mm,
eat, because there'll be ice cream and things like that. So it was really nice. But when we came back, we regretted not looking around. So
looking
since then, we're
around.
like,
Yeah.
nah, we'll have to go out. We have to go out and
So you
explore
guys,
the city.
you plan going back?
To Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I still have the rest of the world to see. So maybe one day, but not anytime
Yeah,
soon. Yeah, it was a
yeah,
good experience, but I still have a lot to do. Like, it's just like you having a great time in a stage in your life and wanting to just be stuck there. No, you have to move on to
yeah.
other things, even though it was good. Yeah,
No, no,
you
no.
have to.
What I mean is you didn't explore Turkey the way you
No,
wanted.
no,
So do you want?
I
Do you
didn't
think you want to
explore.
go back to
Yeah, but
do
at least I've
beauty?
been there. I've eaten the food. I've seen the water. I've seen some of the people. I think I even made a friend there, even though we're not all chatty. But yeah, I will
Yeah.
still keep in touch once in a while. But I feel like I would like to go back one day, but I still have a lot to see. At least I've seen a bit of it. But yeah, I need to still see at least a bit of every other thing, then decide where I would now be, okay, that's my normal holiday destination. I
Yeah,
don't know if you
yeah.
get what
I
I
get
mean.
what you mean.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I still have at
Okay.
least 10 countries to see. Then I'll decide, okay, am I going further to explore other continents, or am I
Yeah.
coming back to enjoy the ones that I enjoyed, like Doha, Turkey, for example?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
or other parts of
So
Greece.
I know you love traveling. Traveling is like is a hobby for you.
Mm-hmm.
So what does it make you? How do you feel? Just just tell us how you feel traveling. Like, the last time I had a show, it was about mental health awareness and
Yeah.
things to do to make you feel better. And does it help you feel better?
Yeah, I would say because someone like me, I wouldn't say I get easily overwhelmed, but when I'm overwhelmed, I'm overwhelmed. I wouldn't say it comes easy. I can last a year and be all right, but when it's getting to the end of the year, I need a vacation and I need it
Mm,
now. So I see it more like a reset for me. Like I need to get out of this space. I can't just. It's very necessary to me. I don't know about other people. Maybe for other people, it might not be. Maybe it might be something else, like reading or just
yeah.
lying in. But for me, it's travel. Like I need to leave my space. I need to go out. I need to see something else, and I just need to experience something different from my normal everyday life. And that's what the travel does to me. It refreshes my mind, resets everything. But the thing with traveling is very addictive. So you might just find yourself wanting to do it more often. So instead of it
Yeah.
having a positive effect on you, if you're not careful, you might get addicted and you're like, oh, I need to travel next month again. I just came back, but I can't do this. I could be somewhere enjoying myself, but here I am.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
NHS has a way of just milking your whole life from you and, just demanding,
I know.
demanding. So it's very important for me that I travel. Like I don't joke with my holidays. I don't, or my time off. It's very important to me. Yeah, it just helps me clear my head. Just resets everything. I'm due back in to work tomorrow, so yeah, I feel ready now. I feel ready to go back in. I feel like I'm going to be giving my best. Yeah, in a better headspace. Yeah,
And I also think that um you don't have to, break the bank. You don't have to go to a place very far away from where you are just
yeah,
because you want to travel. You can if you have the financial capacity or the
yeah,
strength. If you have the financial strength, you can.
yeah.
But as little as going from, let's say, where I am now, like I may decide to just visit London, maybe a
Mhm.
different place. It's going to make one feel better. Like what I'm trying to say is, if you want to go to travel to another country, like a different place, you can plan towards it and then book ahead of time to make it cheaper for you. But in a situation whereby you don't have the financial strength at the time, you can just do somewhere close by that
Yeah,
would also give you, it may not give you the exact feeling, because you're not seeing where you want to see. But I know that and I believe that it would still give you that peace of mind. You would still relax and then clear your head because you're not stuffed up, like you're not in the same position, that same place that is giving you worries. You've gone to a
yeah,
different place to kind of get like a fresh breath. I don't know if you
yeah.
agree with me.
I do. Like I said earlier, traveling for me is like leaving my space and going to
Yeah,
a different location. So it's
yeah.
not necessarily about the country or that I'm leaving the country. It's about I'm leaving my house. I'm leaving my stressors. I'm leaving work, to
Mm-hmm.
go somewhere else where I don't have to worry about this, where I can focus on a different part of my life, like my
Mm-hmm.
friendships, my travels, the journey,
Yeah.
going there. You have something entirely different and a bit vain to worry
True.
about the serious things of life that would knock you down whether you like it or not. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very important. Like for me, sometimes I visit my friends a lot. So I just go. I've
What did you say?
explored.
What did
I
you say
visit my
now?
friends a lot. I've
Okay.
visited you. Yeah. I've visited you before. Well, not in
You
your
said
current
you said
house.
a lot, a lot.
Yeah, yeah, I do. I would say a lot because I visit my friends at least twice a year. That's something. Coming from the fact that I work
You've
and
not
I have to
visited
make.
me a lot.
I visited you once, and you're not my only friend. I have other friends. So I visited you. I visited some other people once, but I visited a lot of my friends. I think I visited one of my friends a lot. No,
Okay.
I visit my friends. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. And for my birthday, I went to a hotel that's really close to my house. I think I'm almost less than 2 hours from less than yeah, about an hour 30 minutes from my place. It's called Windermere. Very beautiful location. I'm definitely going back soon, probably this summer with my friends that are coming. So it is really nice. It's really, really nice there. So there's still very good locations in England that are affordable. So it all depends on
Mm-hmm.
when you're booking it. When you're booking it. So I just advise for people, don't just get overwhelmed with life because it would overwhelm you whether you get focused and get fully immersed in it or not. It will come with its troubles and you would have to sort it
Mm-hmm.
out. So when you can, take a break, have fun with your friends. Like remember you've got friends. If you've not got friends, call her that she's a good friend. And yeah, just have fun. This life is once. That's my mantra. Like YOLO, YOLO. Don't let life
I
stress
know.
wear
Mm-hmm.
you down. Like just go out, have fun. Even if it's just a beach close to you, go there, spend the whole day there. If there's a hotel there, lodge there, and after that, go home. You feel better. Definitely, I can
Yeah,
promise you. You definitely feel better.
that's true. Mm-hmm. So where are you
Yeah,
looking at going to again or next? Where are you looking at visiting next?
Montenegro soon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm always looking for
That's,
somewhere to go. Yeah, that's what I said about being a travel junkie. I think I'm getting to that state now.
hmm.
Means you'll be broke, but you'll be happy about it.
Oh my how.
You'll be
Why can't
broke
you
and
use all your
happy.
money
There's no
and
better
travel?
feeling.
Why can't
Yeah,
you use
so
all
you
your
don't
money
have to
and
break the
travel?
bank really. All these travels don't cost me more than £8,000 each, like for each
Did you say wait, did you say 8,000 pounds?
1,000, 8,000, one
Okay,
thousand pounds.
okay,
It doesn't
okay.
cost more than £1,000 for each travel for me. So it all boils down to how early you book,
Yeah.
how long you book for, the hotel you're choosing, the
Mm-hmm.
airline you're choosing, who you're going with. Like if you're going alone, it's going to cost you more. If you're going with someone, you're splitting the hotel bill at least in
Yeah.
half. Yeah. So that's it. I know some people might struggle because they've got kids, but I'd say if you can travel with kids, I've seen people do it and they
Yeah.
don't look like they're dying. They look like they're still having fun. It's hard, when you get home. But one thing I know, I don't have kids, but one thing I know about kids is that they enjoy being outside. They enjoy
Mm-hmm.
it. So it might be stressful for you, but at the end of the day, it will be a good experience. If you have to take turns with your partner, okay, watching the kid while the other person explores. So it just be like you're on a solo vacation, at least for the day. It might be worth experiencing that. Then maybe 1 or 2 days out of the whole thing, both of you can, take the kids out together. Or some hotels now offer child minding services. I know it's not the I don't know how comfortable people would feel leaving their children with hotel
Experience.
child minders, but if it's something you're willing to explore, you can look into that. But if not, yeah, you could just take turns or travel with an extra person, like an adult that could watch your
Yeah.
baby for you, like your mom or your friend, or do group vacation with your friends and give your child to your friends to watch your child. Like there's no crime in doing that. Yeah, do family group vacations and then you have at least a lot of adults watching your child. So it can actually help, but I don't think having a child should be the end of your vacation life if it's something you were into, but now you can't really figure it out. I'm sure there's a way around it because I've seen a lot of people travel with their kids, like newborns, 3-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 8-year-olds. Yeah, so it's doable.
Yeah, I agree with you as well. Okay, so we've come to the end of this podcast. Is there
Yeah.
something else you want to add?
Well, I think I've said most things I had to add. I don't think I have
Yeah.
anything extra. Unless you
Just
have
know that
something
I'm going to drag you out again.
when I travel again, right? When I
Yeah.
travel again, then I would have probably done 10 countries.
We may say something different anyway, but I'm going to drag you out. I know you like to come, so I'm going to drag you out. You come
Really?
again. Mm-hmm. And so
Ah,
I'm actually happy that you are here with me. I like it. Thank you very much for coming. And this is the end of the show. I sound very tired already. I think I've smiled out my brain. Like I'm
yeah.
actually very tired. I feel exhausted. And what else do I have to say? Okay, so before we go, I just want to let people know that my subscribers, and I'm going to have some new subscribers and followers. So thank you very much for subscribing and following and listen and share, please. So, but before we go, like I said, just to let you know, we have a team that they supply medical equipment. I always say it, they're very sweet, and you can chat them up on Instagram, Joaco Medicals, and I will put the name, on the screen for you to see. So if you need anything, any medical equipment, just chat them up, and they will just attend to you. Again, if you're in Lagos and you need a home away from home, that's how they say it, right? So,
Yeah.
Biggie Shortlets, um, they're there for you, located in Lekki, Ikate precisely, and VI, or Niru precisely. So, if you need comfort, they've got Wi-Fi. What else? Your safety is assured as well. So if you need some days, you're in Lagos and you need to stay in a very comfortable place, Biggie Shortlet on Instagram, they'll also offer you that. So we've come to the end of this show at this time, and we'll come again. I need that water you're drinking now, Chamaka. I'm just tired. So thank you very much, guys, for listening. And please subscribe, share, listen, and listen to the end, please. And then we'll see you again later. Bye.
Bye.